players when I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Number one.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? Viking 18. Go.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Palmer. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's the option. He'll pitch it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Come back, team. Come back, Warriors. 70. Ready.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
The Bucs at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off play action. Schultz. He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Strike.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
A nice little juke. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Buffalo. 18 Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. And there, Charles, the pressure wasn't coming off the edge. That block came straight up the chute up the middle.
And that's when you're going to ask the personal protector what happened, because that position is often called the searchlight. And you start that light right up the middle before you scan to the sides. That's where your immediate threat is, and it's your quickest threat. Why he didn't see that and pick it up, that's going to be a big question they'll have to ask.
On 1st down, Schultz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby, and this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
60 Vikes, 60 Vikes.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Trap 60. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing on 1st down. Schultz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schultz flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Schultz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Warriors 70. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Bigsby will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he will be brought down here in. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Schultz escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Schultz eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Ready up. Crowd goal 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
Come on, come on. Hit. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Now a handoff to Bigsby. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. the play fake. Schultz. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Schultz, flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Schultz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Schultz. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Schultz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19, Lion. Ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Ready.
A run here with Bigsby.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's caught down the field by Palmer.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready.
2nd down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
Now Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Come 19. Come 19.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on 1st down. Schultz.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schultz. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Buffalo 18, 18, Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Operating from the gun. Schultz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a two-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Let's go now.
This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd down.
19 Lions. Check it, check it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Come on, come on. Set. 65 cat, 65 cat. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now back to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
Cut 19, cut 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On the set.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Jalen Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Eastside Johnny. Pull up with the mob. Real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom. Blood on my hands. Ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body. Block. It'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I been more in pain. Way to broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside big TDE. Step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now. Steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it. Get you give. Rare. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Woo. 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me. How should I chill? Scoping your mouth. Watch.